Goblin Guts on the scoring run outside, bumped again, but slaloms through the front to pick up 4 points. Goblin now rolling for the second scoring pass as Elliott Rage released from the box.
Goblin at the front, getting taken down to the outside by Fearless.
Yeah, but Goblin Guts into wisely realizing, oh, we're out of play anyway, so I can just keep going.
Absolutely.
No reason to get recycled there. Elliott Rage was almost through, but got bumped out, and now is back in the recycle blender. Goblin Guts picks up 4 more, calls off the jam, a 12-point jam. Takes Bellingham to 30, a 15-point game now, 30-15.
Sin City's freaking Rican coming to the line against Goody Two Skates.
Looks like we've got 2 blockers for Sin City in the ACS penalty box. And Goody Two Skates pushing through the front, takes advantage. Lead jammer, Bellingham Betties. Freaking Rican star in hand. Oh, nice shoulder check from Young Jovi. Taking Goody Two Skates to the outside, and now a long rollback.
Everybody rolling back there. And Goody Two Skates back out with another 4 points on the board for Bellingham.
Freaking Rican handing the star off to Sticky Fingers. And a forearm penalty being called. I believe that's Curly Carino being sent to the ACS penalty box. And Goody Two Skates again deposited to the track.
Was that the same person there?
It might have been. It's all over behind all the people over there.
You know, we have a screen here.
But then I have to turn my neck.
You have to turn your head. I know.
Sticky Fingers is clear. And Goody Two Skates, 3 points on the second pass. Decides that enough is enough. Calls it off 37-15 with 19:25 to go in the first period.
Legs get him, and Phoenix on the line now on the Sacramento copy and print jammer line. I got all the way to the word jammer.
We'll get there. You got one more game after this, and then that'll lock it down.
Yeah, sure. 12 games should do the trick.
By the 12th game, you should have it. Legs get him out, clear lead jammer, but Phoenix right behind. And Legs is like, it's a lot of racing.
Phoenix
Pack speeding up.
Call, yep.
Let's just call it off.
37-15 as we head into Jam 11. And it looks like Rumblebee's going to come back on the line. Thank you, Rumble.
Rumblebee dance show.
Wow.
Timeout called by Sin City Ace of Spades. Sacramento Roller Derby would like to thank all construction services for their work on our beautiful Bearhouse. None of this would have been possible without them.
Thank you, ACS. And it is a beautiful warehouse.
It is a lovely warehouse. Of all roller derby warehouses, this is a very nice one.
This is a very nice one. I personally want to thank Sacramento for letting me be here and talk about them so much this week. And I also want to thank them for the fans. Not the fans in the stands, the fans under my desk.
Oh, yes, the actual air movement fans have been very nice this weekend. All right, on Twitch, Hot and Juicy Bacon McDouble says, and I quote, all in caps, Block Squad strong, Pack 2 tough, Chesco champ Curly Rebecca. So that's a shout out for the Betties. From the Betty, I don't know if the Betties are having a watch party today or not, but they're representing strong in the Twitch chat.
They are.
And Doombuggy96 says, come on, Sin City. So we need some more Sin City love.
Elliott
in the chat.
Rage out of the pack just ahead of Rumblebee takes that lead status for Sin City. Woo! Both jammers flying around turn 4. And Rumblebee forcing the call off. No points for either team again in that jam. I think that is the second scoreless jam in a row.
Yes. It's what we like.
Goblin Guts back out there with Phoenix.
And whistle blows off. We are 4-on-3 in the pack, advantage to Bellingham. That's the Bellingham pack locking down on Phoenix. Goblin Guts forced out and rolled back by 421 Gertisha Adams. And Goblin Guts again forced to the infield as Phoenix recycled to the out. Goblin Guts continuing to be held and slowed, but finally out front and grabs lead jammer.
And I believe I see a star pass on Sin City. Yes, I do. Sticky Fingers taking that star pass for the third time in this game.
And clear.
Out. Ooh.
Out the front. Initial complete. Goblin Guts calls off the jam. Only 1 point. Solid defense by Sin City, holding that to just the 1.
Goody Two Skates coming to the line again for Bellingham. And that is freaking for Sin City. This will be the 4th jam for each of them in this game.
Freakin' Rican looking inside now, going to the out. It's Goody Two Skates held up at the back. Freakin' Rican lead jammer. Sin City Ace of Spades. And a star pass to Champagne by Bellingham. Second pass of the game for Champ. Freakin' Rican calls off the jam. Did get all 4. That will take us to 38-19 with 15 and a half to go in the first half.
We've got Legs, Get 'em, and Elliott Rage back out on the Sacramento copy and print jam line.
Bellingham's Freakin' Rican closing down the outside, but
Rage finding that inside lane and sliding out with lead status. However, Legs is right behind Rage.
and the pack racing as Betty's trying to get ahead. Hey, Freakin' Rican with the hip check, knocking Elliott Rage almost into the bench. And not even a hard hit, just enough momentum. They're going so fast.
Yeah.
Get the feet off, but 4 points up, 4 points stolen actually by Bellingham.
Yep.
Sits us at 42, 2 points rather for Elliott Rage, so 42-21.
And we've got Rumblebee and Phoenix back on that Sacramento copy and print jam line. Ah, see him getting faster. Rumblebee on the outside gets lead status for Bellingham. Phoenix still looking to slide around, playing that inside lane, and gets out now as well.
Phoenix squeezing past the last bit of the defense. Rumblebee calls off the jam.
Nope, Rumblebee got a cut there at the very end.
Yes, cut track call.
There is no call off, and it will be a full 2-minute jam now.
And Glorious Basher,
Oh,
the last
look at
line of
that.
defense. Hey, it's a double penalty. All right.
Both jammers headed to that ACS penalty box. Both jammers sitting down. Both jammers now released.
Rumblebee's like, okay, I guess we'll do this then for 1 minute and 13 more. The Speedy Pack now at a standstill
Yep.
as Phoenix bumped out and rolled back. Rumblebee bumped down. Also has to follow the hands out of bounds after the second one went down.
Lethal Intention up here at the front, trying to open that pack up for Phoenix. And Phoenix does get out and put 4 more on the board. Rumblebee now out as well.
4-4 so far on the jam. 33 seconds left.
Phoenix trying to go to the inside, gets knocked to the inside of the track. Rumblebee knocked to the outside here at turn 4.
Yes, Rumblebee trying to bean dip underneath the block there, but not going to make that work. Bon Jovi was like, no, this isn't happening. Now Bon Jovi's just like, I'm just going to stand here and hold on to you for a while. As time ticks down, and jam comes to a close.
Bellingham managing to put up 3 in that last jam. Ace of Spades putting up 2.
So a 7-6 jam, 49-27 timeout called by the Betty's All-Stars. When you visit our vendor, Tor's Quad Shop, you will receive quality service backed by 18 years experience in skating by the owner, that one ref. One more game today at 4 p.m. Santa Cruz will take on Baja's A-Team to round out our tournament. Chesko out to jam for the first time this afternoon for the Betties against Freakin' Rican. Chesko ducks around the side, bumped but not stopped in lead jammer. Freakin' Rican held up at the back, shouldered out by Catamaran.
Oh, I keep trying to talk when I put myself on mute. Freakin' Rican stashing that star, trying to use that as a distraction to get through. It seems like it worked this time.
Seemed to have worked, yeah. Chesko picks up 4. Gets the wave on continue.
That pack speeding up.
It is. Bellingham trying to slow things down. Chesko calls off the jam. But Freakin' Rican able to steal one right at the end. So a 4-1 jam now, 53-28, 11 minutes to go in the first period.
We have Elliott Rage and Goody Two Skates back out there on the line. Current score is 53-28. We're headed into jam 17. Rage looking to go to the outside, not finding an opening there. Tries to go to the inside and does find that inside lane open with a little bit of a bean dip.
Yes. Meanwhile, Goody Two Skates caught up, forced to the infield. Recycles back. Elliott Rage gets
Very nice star pass.
Yeah. Champagne again, third time, receiving the star from Goody Two Skates. As Skates heads to the ACS penalty box. Elliott Rage, hip to the infield, calls off the jam. No points on that pass. 4 on the first, waiting on points for Bellingham. Oh, and the star pass apparently didn't actually happen.
Oh.
Penalty must have been before. I'm like, wait.
Yes, I was confused as well.
All right. So, power start for Phoenix as Champagne sits in the penalty box, the ACS penalty box. And Phoenix is clear. Lead jammer, Sin City Ace of Spades. Phoenix rolling forward and pulling the pack forward as well. Whistle's going to thin things out a bit. Goody Two Skates now out of the box and able to squeeze past.
Fearless from Sin City headed over into that ACS penalty box.
And Phoenix calls off the jam. Only 1 point.
But that 1 point brings it to a 20-point game.
It does. At the jammer line, Freakin' Reekin' for Sin City and number 425 legs. Get 'em for Bellingham. Legs pushing to the front. Champagne trying to break things up, but legs forced out of bounds. Freakin' Reekin' tumbled to the ground by Chesko.
Legs finding that inside lane and getting out to get lead status for Bellingham.
Freakin' Reekin' now
Oh,
holding the star. Ooh, legs get him quickly.
yeah.
Sneaky through the pack. Fearless out of the ACS penalty box and back in play, but legs spinning, 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 keeping the feet in bounds for 4 more. Inglorious Basher, now your jammer of record after the star pass for the
Glad
Ace
you
of
saw
Spades.
that because I absolutely didn't.
I was like, I saw them trying. Wasn't sure it was done, and then I'm like, oh, scoreboard's updated, so that must have happened.
I was watching legs
Right.
slice through that pack.
Like nobody's business. Inglorious Basher finally clears. Legs checking in with the bench. The bench is like, nah, just keep going. Need some additional fun. Wreck-It Rebecca almost closes the door. Champagne
Wow.
right at the edge of the engagement zone.
Yep.
Knocks out Inglorious Basher and rolls all the way back. But Basher did get all 4 on the way through. 3 more for the Betties. A 15-4 jam now, 68-37 with 6.5 minutes to go in the first period.
Elliott Rage and Rumblebee back out on the line.
The Rumblebee fan club making themselves heard. Or maybe that was the Elliott Rage fan club. I don't know.
You know what? I think it's just the Derby fan club.
There we go.
If you are a part of the Derby fan club, make some noise in house for us.
There we go. Hey, Rumblebee is off to the penalty box with a back block. And Elliott Rage forced to recycle by Catamaran. And Rage is through and lead jammer for the Ace of Spades. Trailing by 31.
Rage at the front of the pack now, getting some offense help from, I believe that is Fearless and
Fearless and Sticky Fingers. Yeah, Sticky just trying to break things loose and finally do. That's
Rage
great.
putting 4 on. Rumblebee coming back and bursting through that pack. I can't think of another term for
Yeah.
that.
B forces the call off a 4-0 run, now 41-68. '64 Gadget says, that was beautiful, champ. Assuming referring to the knockout earlier in the jam.
Phoenix back out on the line with Goody Two Skates.
And both teams at full strength and showing in the slow run as Lethal Intention trying to break things free for Phoenix. Goody Two Skates, however, out the front lead jammer. Bellingham Betties. Penalty called on Bong Jovi off to the ACS penalty box.
Loving BJ's makeup today.
Yes. And a star pass was complete just in time to force the call off a 4-0 run. As Lethal Intention could not do much more than force the call off, which is plenty in that
Where did
case.
that star pass go to?
That went to 301, Lethal Intention.
Ah. Freaking Rican out there on the line with legs.
Legs get him at the front, bouncing back and forth.
Bouncing off of Fearless quite a few times there.
And Freakin' Rican did take out Freakin' Rican, so we have our double Freakin' Rican, but then Freakin' Rican picked up a penalty for being out of play.
Yeah, but it's still worth it.
It still
so that
counts.
you could say that Freakin' Rican took out Freakin' Rican.
Ace of Spades Freakin' Rican has the star back on, is clear of the pack, and rolling legs get him. Lead jammer with 4 points. Calls off the jam. In time to stop any other points. 2.5 to go in the first half. 76-41, Bellingham in the lead. Rumblebee jamming against Phoenix. Rumblebee trying to knock Phoenix out. Phoenix is like, no, my feet will stay in bounds on this. Thank you. Rumblebee. Some sort of breakdance maneuver at the front of the pack there, I think. But dumped out of bounds.
When you hit that wall that has nitroglycerin
Yeah.
and who is that? I don't know who else is up there, but that was a straight up brutal wall. I think you'd be breakdancing too.
Yes, Lethal Intention, jammer of record for the Ace of Spades, as Rumblebee taken out of bounds by Bong Jovi, calls off the jam with 2 points. We tick down towards the 1 minute point. Elliott Rage jamming against Goody Two Skates.
Are we going to end this half the same way we started it?
Could be.
Oh,
Good.
Rage taken down to the inside by a Annihilator.
Yeah, I think Freakin' Rican using a Violator as a weapon and just get in the way over there. Goody Two Skates lead jammer.
As a battering ram.
Yes, exactly.
Goody Two Skates eating up that track quickly, getting back in there, and finding those Cincy blockers up at the front, slowing her down.
Catamaran trying to break things free and does put enough chaos into the mix to let Goody Two Skates out with 4. Gorticia Adams now taking the star. Number 421 for the Sin City Ace of
This is the first time that Gorticia's taken the star during this game.
I think so. Gorticia's been doing a great job on just blocking on the line, but
Absolutely.
now able to roll forward and hopefully pick up some points. Goody Two Skates with 8 on the board at this point. And now getting called for a penalty. So we'll run the full 2 minutes on this jam, 40 seconds remaining. Goody Two Skates likely clear before the end of the half.
Gortisha Adams recycled back there for the second time by Catamaran. Ram.
Head Catamaran again, like, why don't you go out? To which Fearless is like, I'm just going to take people out on both sides of the track. We're going coast to coast, knockouts each side. And the rest are like, yeah, one of those was in the wrong direction. So 4 seconds left as Goody Two Skates released from the penalty box. Jam comes to a close. Half comes to a close. 3 points each on that pass. An 11-3 Jam to end the half. Bellingham leading 89-44. And we'll take a 13-minute break.
Yep.
Go get some snacks and visit whichever vendors are left. Final 4, 16 points for Bellingham to start off the second half, 105-44. And Wormhole 555 says, let's go Sin City. And apparently we had no sound on the stream for a bit, but now we do, and we're happy to be back.
Rumblebee out there with Phoenix. Did you already say that?
I did not.
Okay.
I was too busy reading Twitch chatter.
Rumblebee out of the pack very quickly. Jam 2 and Bellingham second lead status in the second half.
Rumblebee trying to slow and go outside, but Bon Jovi is like, no, you're not getting past on this side. You will have to get up and try again.
Rumble puts 4 on the board and calls it off.
That'll take Bellingham to 109. Ace of Spades held at 44.
Freakin' Rican taking the star for the first time this half and going to be up against Goody Two Skates.
Both teams at full strength. 5-on-5 derby.
Yay. Oh, wow. Freakin' Rican getting squished between Goody Two Skates and Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca kind of ended up bumping Goody Two Skates out of bounds using Freakin' Rican as the middle ball in that swinging ball thing.
Yes.
Newton's cradle.
That's what it's called. I like the technical term, the swinging ball thing, better.
That's what you look it up for if you're searching for it on Amazon. Freakin' Rican caught in the middle.
That pack holding pretty steady there over on turn 2. Slowly moving into the straightaway.
Goody Two Skates was forced to recycle. Now looking on the outside, one to beat. And Champagne moves Gore out of the way.
Yep.
And almost a minute into the jam, we finally have a lead jammer, and we've also got Freakin' Rican clear.
Now, traditionally what we've seen this weekend, when both jammers are cleared, that pack is speeding up.
Yes.
That is not how we normally see this.
God, I want to stay ahead, minimize the points. 1 point for the Betties.
Elliot Rage donning the star and stepping up to the Sacramento copy and print jam line with Goblin Guts.
Over in the Twitch chat, Sins and Needles says yeet, and Yeti Page says yes, fearless.
You know, I always say we have the best seat in the house, but I'm going to say right about now,
the Freakin' Rican twerk lineup was going well.
Freakin' Rican has the best seat in the house. See what I did there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm super embarrassed by that, but
Goblin Guts is out and lead jammer. And Elliot Rage almost free, but
annihilating her.
Yes. Swinging up and hipping out. As Goblin Guts, cuts the track. First jammer penalty of the second period. Power jam now, Elliot Rage and the Ace of Spades.
Goblin Guts losing that lead status, sitting in that ACS penalty box. That means it's gonna be a long jam.
Rage is like, can I tap my hips? No. Curses, shake fists at the world.
Again.
Elliot Rage swinging left to right, bumped out.
BJ and what is that? I think that was Nitro looking back, seeing where Goblin Guts is and preparing.
Goblin Guts is now back and dumped out of bounds.
Cat setting up in the back there, waiting for Rage to come in.
Elliot Rage cycled again. Bumped to the ground along with Annihilate Her.
What I like there was Annihilator stood up and
It was like,
helped
hey,
Rage
give me
up.
some
Come
help.
on, let's stand up.
Stand up so we can knock each other down again. Lethal Intention now jamming for the Ace of Spades after the star pass. And Goblin Guts finally completing that first scoring pass.
With only 2 seconds left on the jam clock. 4 points on the board for Bellingham in that last jam. No points on the board for Ace of Spades.
That'll stretch us out now to 70-point lead, 114 to 44. And legs get him. Number 425 set to jam for the Betties. 681 Phoenix with the star for Sin City, and Sin City calls a timeout with 22:45 to go in the game.
Hey guys, just a heads up, if you haven't put your vote in for MVP, MVB, MVJ, top official and top NSO, make sure you go do that well before halftime in the next game, because we are going to do those announcements at halftime, and they have to make sure to have time to count the votes. Those ballots are available over by the locker rooms. And we want to make sure that everybody gets their votes in.
Are the ballots tabulated by the fine people at PricewaterhouseCoopers, like the Oscars? You're gonna have like an official briefcase come out with the
I think
winners?
they should bring in.
They should.
I'm gonna be doing the announcement during halftime. I would very much like a.
Rebecca
so
not
distracted
enjoying
by-
getting the number reapplied on the presumably 3 days worth of bruising on the outside arm.
Oh, that's what the face.
I'm
was
assuming.
Like, oh my gosh,
Maybe it's just a really cold pen. I don't know.
Could be. I don't know. I was very worried. Legs get him, and Phoenix, your jammers of record for Jam 5 of the second half of the 14th game on this third day of the first ever Bearhouse Brawl. Ha 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 ha. I don't know why I needed to do that, but I did.
Hey, it worked.
Oh, and it is going to be a power jam.
Illegal contact called on Phoenix, and legs get him is out and lead jammer.
Did we have a bout shout delivered to us?
We did. We'll shout it at the next break.
I just thought I saw someone running towards us and then running.
The running away, ran over, dropped it off, took back off.
Looks like Legs is the lead jammer now, and already back in that pack and back out of the pack.
And again swiftly through. 8 total.
Yeah.
As Phoenix now returns from the ACS penalty box, rises from the flames of the penalty box, if you will.
Rises from the flames.
Legs on the third pass. Able to get past Fearless and add 4 more.
Fearless and Gore making Legs work for it.
Yeah,
though.
they're
that was not an
holding
easy
down
pass
that
through the
front.
pack.
It's Senora Pound Cakes. Not doing any shabby work either.
Nope.
As Phoenix finally clears. And the pack speeding up again. Legs pursuing. Trying to slide in. Taps the hips to call the jam. But Phoenix able to grab 1.
3 more points on the board for Bellingham, bringing them up to 15 in that last jam. 129 for the game. 1 point on the board for Ace of Spades, bringing them up to 45.
We have an in-house shout out. Bonita Bandita says, Grit Pit and all the newly graduated booty camp skaters. Giving a shout out through Twitch all the way back to Bellingham. Grit Pit is the training program of the Roller Betties. Or the sort of first level after they do the training. Rumblebee and Lethal Injection. Lethal Injection lead jammer, Ace of Spades.
Intention.
Lethal Intention, sorry, not injection. Yes. It was blinking, so I couldn't read the T. That's my problem. That's what I'm going with.
That sounds like a terrifying.
It does sound like
derby
terrifying.
name. Lethal
Intention is much better.
Both are great, but
Rumblebee finally rolling out past Bon Jovi as Lethal Intention intentionally taps the hips.
nicely done.
Calls off the jam with 4.
It is day 3. We are a little punchy over here in the announcer's booth.
Yes, we are. Bonita Bandera would also like to shout out Chris and all my Puerto Rican and Filipino family, the ones I was born into, and the ones I found.
Aww.
Bonita jumping in with 2 separate shout outs. Goody 2 Skates jamming against Phoenix. Skates at the front. Phoenix caught up at the back. And Goody 2 Skates lead jammer.
That pack slowly moving forward at turn 1. As up at the front, Wreck-It Rebecca trying to knock.
Just moving everybody forward.
Yeah, just moving everybody forward.
Becca's like, let's just keep this pack going. Goody 2 Skates bumped out of bounds, calls off the jam after grabbing 1 point. 18.5 to go, 130 to 49.
Going to deliver a very special voucher.
Ooh, it's very special.
Very special.
Aww. To the announcers, refs, and my fellow Flamingos, I have watched you work so hard all weekend. You all are phenomenal. I adore you, appreciate you, and love all of your faces. Hugs and stitches, Needle Fever.
Well, thank you. That's nice.
Thanks, Needles.
Goblin Guts beats out Lethal Intention and grabs lead jammer.
I have lost track of my stats.
It's all right.
I give up. I'm going to watch the game and talk about the skaters. I'm not going to try to track the stats anymore.
Perfect. Lethal Intention held up at the back with the star in hand cut track being called on Goblin Guts.
Goblin Guts headed to that ACS penalty box for that cut, giving Lethal Intention a power jam.
Lethal Intention passing the star off, it looks like.
Yes.
To 428 Freakin' Rican. As the Ace of Spades swapping up the jammers and pivots for a moment.
Nitro Glistening sitting down in that ACS penalty box now. And Freakin' Rican now out of the pack.
And rolling back.
They're
working towards points.
There is no lead jammer, so it's going to be a full minute, well, almost a full minute more.
Goblin Guts out of the box. Bumped outside, rolled back, and continuing to roll back. Bon Jovi like, somebody come here so I can keep rolling back. Freakin' Rican held up by Rebel Yellow, now finding room on the outside to complete the initial pass. And Goblin Guts also clears with the hat in hand, has the 4 points. Those 4 points, I believe, coming probably largely from the first pass when the cut track happened, or prior to the cut track happening.
No, I think that just happened.
Oh, did it? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe before this helmet cover was taken off. Ooh. And Goblin Guts out 4 points up for Freakin' Rican and Ace of Spades. So a tie jam, 134-53, our total score. An official review called by the Ace of Spades. We are always ready to train you to join roller derby. If you'd like more information on the next Adult 101 program, email recleague@sacramentorollerderby.com for more information. Trauma Queen 99 is calling out the Battle of the Freakin' Ricans that we saw in the last jam.
That was amazing.
And
We
also
call it Freakin' versus Rican?
maybe.
Or Rican?
Sins and Needles just refers to it as freak versus freak.
Oh, I like that. the only polar bear in the house.
All right, Sin City was asking for a high block to be called on the Bellingham jammer. It was determined that the initiation was mutual. The no call will stand.
Nicely done.
Meanwhile, Hater is also having a conversation.
I was
Getting
just
clarity.
informed that the polar bear ears that I was so excited to see actually belong to Wreck-It Rebecca, and I have been admiring Rebecca's skirts all weekend, so I appreciate that we have a similar taste.
You have your polar bear twins. Rumblebee lead jammer. Elliott Rage held up in the pack, but not for
Not
long.
for long at all. That pack speeding up as those jammers race back towards it.
Rebecca bumping in to try and break things free, and Elliott Rage dumped to the outside.
Yep.
As
Rumblebee gets a penalty and heads to that ACS penalty box, losing the lead status. Elliott Rage in a power jam now.
Rage with the star in hand,
Yep.
trying to get past Champagne.
Gets past Champagne, goes down, and finds...
I think was figuring like foot sort of dragged out of bounds might be better to go back and not end up back in the penalty box with Rumblebee. Rage forced out and rolled back, and Rumblebee now returning from the ACS penalty box.
Champagne absolutely just wrecking Rage.
That
You
is
would think it would be Wreck-It Rebecca than Wrecked Rage, but
Champ's favorite hobby is just making jammers sad.
brutalizing jammers.
Rumblebee with the bean dip
Oh.
around the outside for 4 points.
That was a beautiful bean dip there on into the apex between turns 3 and 4. And not quite as successful on that back straightaway
quite.
as Gore takes Rumblebee down and recycles back.
Rumblebee rolling all the way back. Gore now with the star. And Rumblebee called for a cut track penalty, I believe, but official review being called for by the Betties. So as it stands, 8-1 on the jam.
I wonder if this official review is going to be about that cut track penalty.
I would bet. Also another chance for a break. 13:37 to go in the game. Teams hanging out, chatting. Phoenix ready to jam. Hot and Juicy Bacon McDouble on Twitch says Champagne putting the pain in their name.
Yes.
For real. Let's go, champ.
Absolutely. That was the pun I was looking for. Thanks. Was it double cheeseburger?
That was Hot and Juicy Bacon McDouble, which
Bacon,
someone
thank you,
earlier in the
Bacon
chat also
McDouble.
said I could really go for a Bacon McDouble right now. So
Yet now I want to
lunchtime is
for
calling.
dinner.
Not going to find that at the food truck because they've got delicious tacos.
That's
And
okay.
burritos.
I've
The
only
burrito
got
looked
one
great.
more game to go before I get to go home and have a cheeseburger
All
if
right.
I so desire. Well, one more game and 13 minutes and 37 seconds.
Of this game, yes. Let's thank Urban Flex Fitness. Urban Flex Fitness offers TRX and boot camp style workouts along with instructor-led cycling sessions and boxing classes. Visit them online or hit the gym in person at 6442 Fair Oaks Boulevard in Carmichael. All right, what's the word, Calamity Ran?
Bird. No, that's
Word
not
is
what
the
you
word.
were looking for,
Absolutely.
was it? So Bellingham was looking to have the cut call rescinded on their jammer. After further review, it was determined that the jammer was ceding the position, and so that cut call will be rescinded, and Bellingham will retain that. Bellingham will retain that official review. Psychosis out there in the audience, extremely excited by that. I have worked all weekend to figure out
who's who and who's where. Some of the Jet City skaters sticking around to watch this game.
I mean, you gotta love it. They're kind of sister leagues supporting one another.
Legs get 'em. Lead jammer for Bellingham.
Phoenix still in the pack, getting recycled back to the back there by a mile later. A mile later doing an incredible job all weekend at setting up those recycles and getting back for them.
And then getting a direction to play penalty. But you
getting a direction to play.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
You know what? Sometimes you take it. You take the penalty.
Trampire also heading to the ACS penalty box to keep a mile later company. I see a multiplayer being signaled. Not sure who's going. 4 points for Legs.
Lethal Intention taking the star pass.
Oh, yes. That was
Catamaran taking the multi.
So one blocker on the track right now for the Betties.
Oh, my.
And not, I think that's, who is that? That's number 12, Rebel Yellow, I believe. Judging
Rebel
from the
Yellow
helmet.
has done a pretty good job at covering the track.
Yeah.
And getting some much needed backup there. Ha! Legs doing their own knockout and recycle.
And Lethal Intention, able to stay in bounds, runs forward. Gets free with the second 4 points as the jam comes to a close. We got 2 more for Bellingham, so 10-8 on the jam.
156.62 with 11:40 left on the game clock. We are in jam. We're only headed into jam 11. It feels like there's been a lot of jams. It could just be that my whole week is weekend's kind of blurring together.
Could be. Slim Skady 13 says, "I love you, Sin City." And Wormhole 555 is so proud of these SCRD pivots. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I couldn't see who it was.
All right.
Goody Two Skates and Freakin' Rican, your jammers of record. Freakin' Rican getting recycled back and held by Champagne and Wreck-It Rebecca up at the front of the pack. Goody Two Skates almost sliding out, but getting knocked out. I believe that was 805. Fearless once again taking Goody Two Skates out.
Fearless teaming up with Gore and Inglorious Basher at the front to lock things down for Sin City. And Freakin' Rican is out.
Goody Two Skates out now as well, twisting around Fearless there at the front.
Freakin' Rican lead jammer, however, as the pack people bumping out of bounds. Freakin' Rican, beautiful slalom course through the pack as it spread apart. All 4 points.
That is the drawback to the pack speeding up so much, as they tend to get a little more spread out when they're going that fast. So there are more openings for a squirrely jammer to get through.
F. Slappy on Twitch saying, yes, Sin City Pivots putting in the work.
Phoenix and Rumblebee exchanging a fist bump there right before the 5-second call. Phoenix going to that inside, finding Cat in the way, goes back to try to get around in the middle, and then back to the inside. Meanwhile, Rumble right.
Rumblebee forcing out Phoenix and playing, let's go back here. Not going to go all the way. No babies in danger of being eaten.
No, let's just restart. We're just going to restart.
Roll back to the Sacramento copy and print jammer line. Rumblebee's like, they haven't said that enough. We got to get the sponsor.
Make us say it a few more times.
Mention in.
Phoenix out of the pack first. Rumblebee still looking to get out on an initial pass. Taking a spill there on turn 2 as Phoenix passes Rumblebee and puts 4 on the board. for the ace of spades, taking them up to 70 points.
Rumblebee now star in hand, trying to duck under the outside and nudged out of bounds. Phoenix blows past Trampire to clear the pack with 4 more. And Phoenix, one more run around the outside edge. Now we got 48 seconds on the jam, and Phoenix is like, I'm enjoying this. We're just going to keep going.
I could do more. Oh, and a star pass to Cat on Bellingham.
Cataram clears the pack, pops the star on the helmet, and Phoenix says, no, fellow pivot. Or pivot, we're not giving you points. 2 points on the last pass. And a timeout called by the Bellingham Roller Betties. But that 14 points, I think, is the highest scoring jam for Sin City on the game. Takes them up to 80. Bellingham held at 156.
I do believe you're correct. That is the highest scoring jam for Ace of Spades. But since I lost track of my stats, I couldn't absolutely say that's true. I had, what is this, my third game today?
Third game today and like 19th of the weekend, even though we've only done 12.
Yeah. However, my first 2 games, I did so good on the stats. And then the third game came in. Life was not kind.
Hey, while our skaters visit Lowe Chiropractic for their sports-related injuries, Dr. Lowe also works with patients suffering from chronic pain, personal injury, headaches, and auto accidents. Find them on your favorite social media platform or visit lowechiropractic.com. L-O-W-E chiropractic.com.
Legs and Phoenix, I believe, are on the line now. Mm-hmm. Did I get that right?
You did, 428 and 425. Oh, yes, sorry.
Caught myself. Up at the front, Legs is already out of the pack there. The rest of the pack still back here at the Sacramento Copy and Print Jam line until I said that, and then they took off.
They're like, no.
Rican out of the pack now as well. Legs back in the pack and scoring points, calls it off. 4 on the board for Bellingham, bringing their score up to 160. Ace of Spades held at 0 points in that last jam, standing at 82 points. We have less than 8 minutes left in this game. How's everybody out in-house feeling?
Ooh, got a woo. That's good.
I got quite a few woos.
Woos and woos.
And I got kisses blown at me, so life is good.
Very nice. Goblin Guts jamming against Lethal Intention. Goblin Guts, thought the lane was open, and it was not.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was a Sin City skater flinging their own blocker at Goblin Guts.
Somebody's got to get in the way. Goblin Guts does get through, however, as lead jammer. As Amylate her heads back to the ACS penalty box.
And Lethal Intention gets recycled back to the back of that pack there. Rican from Bellingham all over in front of Lethal Intention, forcing a star pass to Inglorious Basher, and
Basher, no points for you.
No.
But 3 points up for Goblin Guts, 163-82.
Now it's Phoenix out there on the line.
Yeti Page says
2 skates.
Yeti Page on Twitch says great pass, Bash, while Hot and Juicy Bacon McDouble says free Maya, she did nothing wrong. Clearly something, or she would be in the penalty box.
I was going to say, our referees disagree with you.
Yes. Phoenix almost clear, but hipped out and rolled back by Chesko. And Skates is clear. Goody 2 Skates with lead jammer.
Phoenix out of the pack now as well. Ooh, skaters all over the floor there at turn 2.
He's going fast and wiping out. Goody 2 Skates calls off the jam.
I swear this floor gets
Slippery as the day goes on.
as the weekend goes
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
You're just pulling all of that dust up from the floor underneath.
I always warn people, watch turn 2, though. I will tell new skaters on this floor, watch turn 2. It's a little slick.
A 0-0 jam.
Rage and Rumble back on the line. A Rage and Rumble.
A rumbly rage.
A rumbly rage. That sounds like something that Winnie the Pooh would have a problem with.
Yes. Rumbleby outside lane wide open. Grabs. Oh, does not grab lead jammer. It was wide open because of the cut track, apparently. And Rumbleby out. That gives Elliott Rage lead jammer.
Rage getting low there, coming into the back of the pack with Bellingham's freaking Rican in front of her. Were both freaking Ricans on the track that time?
Not sure. But Elliott Rage called off the jam, picked up 3 points. Handing off a...
No, because
the Bellingham
Sin City's freaking is jamming now. I was looking for the white skates. Allie taught me to look for those.
Power start for Sin City. Freaking Rican starting at the outside edge, going to the in, but Bellingham
Wreck-It
working
Rebecca
to the side.
and Chesko holding on to freaking Sin City's freaking Rican. Just for a moment, though, as Sin City takes the lead status now.
Rumbleby now out of the penalty box and racing towards the pack as freaking Rican gets past Champagne and also past Curly Carino to pick up 4 points.
I believe that was Senora Pound Cake and who is that? Well, I know Senora Pound Cake was there in the way as Rumbleby came in there.
8 points total for freaking Rican. That takes Ace of Spades to 93. A 70-point game, 163-93.
Rolling just under that 3 minute point on the game clock.
Bellingham held scoreless for the last 3 jams. Legs get him, going to try and change that around.
Phoenix out there jamming for Sin City.
Legs left to right, trying to find room in the middle, but shoved just enough. Not
Bonita
lead
Bandera
jammer.
headed to that ACS penalty box for a forearm call.
And Legs get him is out and on a scoring pass, but not lead jammer. I think there was a no impact, no penalty. And we have a star pass, so no lead jammer. We will go another minute 21 as Inglorious Basher, now the jammer for Sin City. Number 12, Rebel Yellow, reports to the ACS penalty box, and 4 points up for Legs get him.
Inglorious Basher now out of the pack on the initial pass.
Bonita Bandera Boba is back in play and ready to receive Inglorious Basher. The double tap.
Basher out, Basher.
Yeah, that was a high block called on Bonita Bandera.
Yep.
There's kind of 2 blockers contacting Inglorious Basher at the same time, so Basher's shaking up a bit, as one would expect from the high power, high block. And we will have an official timeout, 169-97. Our score with a minute 20 to go. Quirella DeVille 888 says, how about we stop getting penalties to be freed from? Reffing is hard.
This is true. Dance party on the track. This level of energy at this point in the weekend absolutely makes my heart happy.
Yes, indeed. All right, Elliott Rage set to jam against Goody Two Skates. Slim Skatey 13 shouting out, saying these officials are crushing it.
Yeah, they are.
Medical crew also crushing it. And now we're ready to roll back. 1:20 to go, Jam 19 about to start.
That is Goody Two Skates and Elliott Rage back out on the track with less than a minute 15 on the game clock. Goody out of the pack at the front gets lead status. Wait, is it Goody or Skates?
Yes.
Okay.
I honestly am not sure.
And Rage going into that ACS penalty box. I believe Bacon telling me that was a cut call.
And it was.
Although
And
Bacon wasn't really telling me that.
no, probably not, but still facts. Goody Two Skate through with 4 on the first scoring run. That's down under a minute of game clock to go.
Bubba at the back ready to give some offense when Goody needs it.
They are chanting, let's go Goody, so I guess we're going with Goody. Goody Two Skates, 2 to beat. Great 2-wall at the front. Sin City holding and holding and holding, but finally having to let go is Fearless.
And I do believe, I believe that Sin City stood up and was saying, let's go Ellie.
Ah, could be. I mean,
Do we have Ellie
Elliott,
and
you got an Elliott Rage, you got a Goody Two Skates. Goody again around Fearless.
4 more points now on the board for Bellingham, bringing their total for this jam to 12, taking them up to 181 as the game comes to an end. Unofficial score, 97 ace of spades. Bellingham Betties, I know I didn't get that right. Let's try that one more time. Bellingham Roller Betties, 181, your winners of this, the 14th game of the Bearhouse Brawl.
14 down, 1 to go. Next on the track for our final game will be Santa Cruz versus Baja's A-Team.
Yes.
Unofficial score is not blown. Last shout-outs to the Twitch team. Dreadpool says, so proud of you, Sin City, and Hot and Juicy Bacon McDouble. This game is almost as beautiful as Bellingham as a whole.
Aw, that was
Bellingham
sweet.
is a lovely city. Final score, it is official, 181-97. Bellingham undefeated this weekend.
Scott, it has been a pleasure to spend
It
this
has been
weekend with you.
Thank you. It's been a joy to be here.
Safe
you do it again,
travels home
We'll come
anytime.
back down.
Anytime. You come back down anytime you want, and I will find a seat for you.
All right.
Hi. Thank you. Hey, before you guys run off, I have a very special announcement. We in the officiating world like to acknowledge when our officials skating and non-skating reach special milestones. This milestone is going to be for Killer Key. Killer Key just finished officiating his 400th game, so I need you guys to make some noise for Killer Key out there on the track, or out there by our VIP area.